So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
He would be the obvious choice. It's Ibrahimovic! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Benfica with the corner. They're first. They've played it short. Can he finish? Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him...
Donadoni! Delivers the ball. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Serginho. Mbappe. And this is Ronaldo. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Szoboszlai. Now there's a fine ball. Ronaldo is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's been shifted off it. Pressing high and with purpose. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Donadoni. Now that looks a great chance! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now it's Neymar. Donadoni. That's been cut out, well played. Gullit gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Played into space. That's beautifully weighted. There it takes a shot! Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, sweet feet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And it's Szoboszlai. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Opts for safety. Szoboszlai. Looking to play him in. Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
It's Ibrahimovic! That's another chance! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Benfica are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Some really good ball movement. Mbappe! Well, there's the clearance. And it's Serginho. That's tidy. And he's there to make the challenge. Quick look, then he gets big! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Thuram. Cruyff. Benfica looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Always onto this. And the finish! Off the post. And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Benfica find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Nicely spread. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Ibrahimovic, and this is Cruyff. He's found a way. Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Caros espectadores, não se esqueçam de que apenas podem filmar nas áreas designadas para este efeito. Obrigado.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
It just has... Oh, what has happened here? Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Steaming on goalwards. There's the shot! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. McAllister played into space out wide. Roberto Carlos makes the interception. Hullet. Neymar. Hullet. He's a sharp little ball here. McAllister. And it's Messi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's got tall. It's hit the crossbar.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
And this is Inzaghi. Benfica leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Albert Ferrer cuts it out. Looking for options for movement. Decent chance! And it's in! Barcelona are back in business. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Driving on and making good progress. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Yamal picks it up out wide. Chance here to counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's onside. Oh, that's fabulous. And the finish! Goal! Benfica! And they've got their lead back. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Benfica go into the lead, and he goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
No turno do Benfica, aos 27 minutos de jogo, o camisola número 21.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle.
Modern football is full of power, pace and physicality, but there's a player out there who's managed to avoid the helter-skelter and play a game of purity.
The peerless Pirlo.
Yeah, he coined the phrase regista, and he rules.
Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. Pull it. Now it's Pelé. Pelé takes control of it and he's on the move. Neymar. He's shifting, goes for the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Benfica with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. No, he's managed to misplace that. Messi. Beckenbauer. And this is Ibrahimovic. Great ball, it's Pelé! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Pelé demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So, a breakthrough already. Beckenbauer. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And it's Neymar. Roberto Carlos providing an outlet on... It's a mighty effort! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Benfica are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
He's picked his way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Neymar. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Ronaldinho. Zanetti. Can he get it through? Shot could be on. Hangs one in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Messi. Zanetti. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. He is through here. Messi!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Pull it. And here's Ibrahimovic. Played out wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played out to the left flank. Hit into the middle. And he's cut it out. Neymar. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Zanetti. Pirlo. Messi. Has a shot! And again the keeper stands strong.
Messi really can't believe it, foiled by the keeper again.
They've played it short. Shot a goal! He's scored! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference.
He's gone for goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Cruyff. Passing is crisp and sharp. That has been slung wide. That is a brilliant interception. Cruyff. Bullet constantly looking for the ball into the box.
Vamos ter
Yeah.
minuto de compensação.
Messi. And he's intervened well there. And it's Neymar. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And that'll be the last act of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Benfica are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pelé. Neymar. Beckenbauer is the team's great visionary. It's Cruyff. He's got away, and gets his head on it! Really well taken goal. And this is getting better and better. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Cruyff. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Substituição
So,
para o
time for
Benfica.
changes on both sides, actually.
Neymar. Número 11. Número 14.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Número 21.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Ronaldinho is in a really good position out wide.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Now he's off and running.
Número 7. Está a proceder
This is Del Piero. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ronaldinho, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And he welcomes it in. Oh, that's fabulous. And the finish! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Over to the left. Olise. Hakimi. Hullet. Beckenbauer. Hullet. Now it's Neymar. Neymar puts his foot on the gas. Neymar. He's got away. Shapes to shoot! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Pelé, and he's worked it through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Messi. And it's Neymar. Look at the space here, and he's managed to get free. He's under a lot of pressure there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's on it, can he get away? Pings in across, and he gets rid in a hurry. Over to the other side.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Benfica are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Neymar stood his ground strongly. Just eases him off the ball. Gatti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Roberto Carlos, he's picked his way through. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Messi. Ambitious ball here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Pelé. Shot could be on. Cruyff, he's got full. He scores! Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He is through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Olise receives it in a wide position. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now, can they get him away? He has found the way through. In by Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's a fine interception. So Dani Olmo! They've done it! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Frosinone grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Pull it. Good take, and is he in? He's found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
That's the keeper's ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incidents and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Benfica get the second half started. Now it's Pelé. Always onto this. Now there's a... Oh, shooting chance! And he's done it!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Benfica take the lead. Oh, can he get onto this? And the through ball. Neymar could try cutting inside here. Oh, what a climb! And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Great chance! And it's in! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Frosinone get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Now who's going to be first to this? That's a good run down the left.
That's going in strongly.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Brilliantly cut out. And a chance! And he hits the net! Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Benfica go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
He's shifting through the gears here. And he's onside. And it's Messi. Thinks about the shot. Good ball, good take. Nice defending, it's got the job done. It's run loose here. Beckenbauer trying to keep this in. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Hazard. Rice does well to stand firm and defend it. Olise. And Hakimi. And here's Baggio. Played out to the left flank. Oh, that's fabulous. Hazard. Chance! Oh, he's hit the bar! Messi. Shifted it to the flank. Oh, that is a nice touch. Beckenbauer applies the finish! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Beckenbauer brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Beckenbauer. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That is a great pick out. Here's he's had a shot! And that was very necessary. And it's Azar. Looking to play him in. Now this could be a chance. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Now that's well seen too. Looking for the run. Oh, super ball. He's picked his way through. Roberto Baggio! Great vision. Hazard. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Seedorf. Lovely, now then. Tries a shot! He should have put that one away.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, perfectly measured that. Maldini deals with that comfortably. Azar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. That has been slung wide. Might be to shot, surely! Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they are pulling clear here. How smart was that? Such a delicate finish.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy, Alexis McAllister, is someone whose stock rose dramatically due to his exploits with the national side. But he's someone I see as a born footballer. I mean, he can play the 6th position, he can play in the number 8 position, but I feel he's probably best suited to the number 10 role because I think he has that creative edge, he has that craft, and that's where he should be used to greatest effect.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Pelé, and this is Cruyff. He's picked his way through. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Shot could... and the shot! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he stuck it away. Oh, that's ambitious. It's a pretty loose pass. That's been cut out, well played. Benfica leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Now, can they get him away? Zanetti. Now Neymar. Now it's Pelé. Good ball, good take. Neymar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. He is through here! Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Pelé really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Adams getting this one clear. Benfica are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Zanetti kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Neymar. Now then, the ball's come loose. That is lovely. And it's Hullet. Pelé. Now this could be a chance. Mohamed Salah. McAllister. Over to the left. That's a promising position. McAllister. Serginho. Oh, well played, well played. Neymar. And it's Hullet. Tries to play it through. No, it's come to nothing. Xavi Alonso. Played out towards the right wing.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Pelé. Hullet. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Stood up well to him there. Xavi Alonso. McAllister.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, that's nice. He's gone for goal! And Cech pulls off a sensational save! Van der Vaart. It's a really well-measured ball. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nicely weighted ball. Ooh, perfectly measured that. Oh, and he shoots! It's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Benfica are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing there.
He's had a shot! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Benfica certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Benfica go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion. Here we go again. Looking to play him in. Hit into the middle. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Mohamed Salah picks it up out wide. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's well spotted. Beckenbauer. Beckenbauer is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
A case now of complete control.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he welcomes it in. That has not gone well. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Ibrahimovic, and he's in on goal. McAllister. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Hullet. Oh, it's come loose. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Hullet. Hullet. Galatasaray needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Solid defending, refused to be out-muscled. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's in plenty of space here. Now this could be a chance. Plenty to aim at here. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
It's become a case of men against boys. Mohamed Salah! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Xabi Alonso makes the interception. Distributed tidily. Mohamed Salah gets into some space. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 4, Neymar. Número 21, número 13, número 11,
Hazard.
número 14, Ibrahimovic.
Great defending, strong and determined. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Número 7, número 20.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And this is Ronaldinho. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Vamos mostrar uma intervenção especial dos nossos artistas convidados para hoje.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, Filippo Inzaghi may not have the swashbuckling panache of some of his contemporaries, but his goal-scoring record, Jim, speaks for itself.
There's something that's just so wonderfully simple about his game. The run he makes, his ability to draw the ball towards him inside the box, his approach will remain the same. After all, he only needs to get it right once.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. It's a goal kick. Neymar. And it's Roberto Carlos. Hullet. Beckenbauer. Raul does well to get it back. And this is Inzaghi. Now it's De Bruyne. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Hullet spots it and intercepts. Cruyff. Well, that looks a decent ball. It's Pele! Raul. Now it's Inzaghi. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Cruyff. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now and the shot! Goal! Benfica! And Benfica take the lead. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Benfica have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Benfica are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Nuno Mendes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Zanetti. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. It's a promising position, showing good feet. Cruyff climbs up big. Really well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And that has been clubbed away. Dunk gets a foot in here. Donadoni. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Inzaghi. Tries to pass it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Delivered across. Roberto Carlos clears it away. Zanetti.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Roberto Carlos. 30 minutes gone. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Nice bit of trickery. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Beckenbauer is always scanning the pitch for targets. Roberto Carlos. Great vision. Decent chance! And it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Another moment of... and that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Please be made aware that smoking is only permitted in designated areas within these grounds.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick...
Oh, shooting chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Roberto Carlos. And this is Neymar. And he's gone looking for safety. Looking for options for movement. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Beckenbauer. That is good alertness. Ibrahimovic. And this is Neymar. Neymar plays it. He rises! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Zanetti. A probing pass. Great vision. Arda Güler. Benfica leading here. Cruyff has got himself a free kick. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Roberto Carlos. Nice control. He is through here. Messi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. No outsmarting him this time. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. And here's Cruyff. Now it's Roberto Carlos.
That's positional goal.
Header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Maldini gathers from the goal kick. Pirlo makes the interception. Ibrahimovic looks to get on the end of this. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
He'll fancy himself from here. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. looking for. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Pele. He's in space and looking for options. And it's claimed by the keeper.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Carlos clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
And he's been shifted off it. That has ended up in no man's land. Zanetti calmly anticipates. Zanetti gets it away. Maldini. And it's Gullit. Benfica finding their passes. Now it's Cruyff. Zanetti. He has found the way through. Chance! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Xavi Alonso. Neymar. Delivers with a header! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And it's Gullit. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That's good vision. And this is Shevchenko. And they've got a throw.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Pirlo. And this is Ibrahimovic. Neymar. Neymar running with the ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Akanji. And we've reached half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Benfica have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. And the action is back on the way. Ibrahimovic. Thuram. Beckenbauer is always looking to break lines. Plays a shot. Shevchenko! No mistake! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Barcelona give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and
Made
early.
into space out wide. Terrific header! And yes, it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Benfica grab. Big header! It's in! They're back within reach! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So is this the start of a comeback? Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Danger averted for now. Nice looking ball. Well timed, excellent interception. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press.
Goes for a shot! Johan Cruyff, an individual masterpiece! A finish right from the top draw! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Benfica blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Neymar. Beckenbauer. Good ball over the top. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Zanetti. Beckenbauer. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Pelé. Oh, good read. It's run loose.
That's
here.
good play from him.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 4. Neymar.
Pirlo.
Número 21.
Goulart clears.
Número 13. Número 14. Ibrahimovic. Número 11.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Número 6. Hazard. Número 7. Número 20.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Threads one in.
Número 18. Ronaldinho está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Cause for mild irritation. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Zanetti, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. That is good strength. No, it's not getting there. Well read, nice interception. Driving on and making good progress. Shot could be on. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's beaten the last man. And this is Hazard. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
He's having a shot! It's a goal! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Diving header! They've scored! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Benfica are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And that's going to be a booking. Beckenbauer. That's a lovely, neat pass. Roberto Carlos providing an outlet on that flank. Pirlo defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Benfica clearly now in lead preservation mode. And it's Baggio. Oh, super ball! Pirlo.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Hazard. In with the challenge. Xavi Alonso. That looks a good ball through. He's found a way through. Ronaldinho. Seedorf. Ronaldinho. And this is Ronaldo. And he's in on goal. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
I gave him a decision to make, Peter. Concede the foul or expose his keeper to a one-on-one encounter.
Spectacular save! And that is the last effort of the game. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavour...